What's up, everybody? This week's topic about your five top favorite, I guess, shonen fights has been kind of hard. I've even took some time to write some down that I could remember. I don't know how many of y'all read or watch One Piece, but unfortunately, most of them are going to be from that. And even after I thought about some of the ones that I wrote down, there's other ones that are pretty badass in of themselves. So it being five is probably not going to happen. I will just throw out some of my favorites. All right. So let's start. I haven't read this in the manga yet because I don't have all the volumes of Dragon Ball. But in the anime, like the Goku versus Frieza fight, like the first one, I know it was fillered out from what I've been told, and extended long, but overall I thought it was pretty crazy and awesome. Also would have been the fight at the tournament with Dragon and the original Dragon Ball when Goku kills Piccolo. When he busts through his chest, that was pretty awesome. And then some of these are from One Piece, some of the oldies but goodies. Luffy, I always like Luffy versus Blue No. Almost is probably a little bit better than Luffy versus Rob Lucci, because that was when Gear Second was first unleashed, and Luffy dominated Blue No after we'd seen them like kick their ass. So it was like kind of like wow. And then another one was Zoro versus Mr. One. That was like one of the times Zoro stepped up the most and took so much damage and still stepped up and defeated Mr. One by cutting metal. I know some people say they liked or they didn't like the Kaku fight, but I think that the Mr. One fight was more epic in that instance, because half of the Zoro fight with Kaku was kind of a joke because he had fucking Usopp handcuffed to his hand. Although there was the funny pun with the nose sword or whatever it is exactly, which was good. Then one of the saddest fights, I don't know, was when all the Straw Hats were trying to fight like Kuma and Kizaru and Sentamaru before the Shibundi splitting up thing, is one of the saddest fights ever. Also, when they all fought against Oars, and then Luffy was Nightmare Luffy, and he fought against Oars and Moria. Those were pretty good. And of course, Luffy fighting against Arlong. I mean, that's pretty epic too. Just more for the scope of things than it was just a fight. I'm trying to think. A lot of the Luffy fights have been awesome, which makes sense because Luffy is the main character. I'm trying to think the war, which there was a lot of cool like skirmishes, but I don't think it was really that many fights, because Oda didn't. But some of the stuff there, the Ample Down, Luffy versus Magellan was pretty crazy, and Luffy's fight against the Hancock sisters. I know it's a lot of One Piece, but it is a lot of those good fights and stuff like that. And a lot of them had a lot of meaning. Okay, let's talk about Ichigo versus Kenpachi or Kenpachi, or however you want to say it. I'm sure somebody will tell me I'm saying it wrong. But in the Rescue Rukia arc or Soul Society arc, whatever it's called, when they first meet each other, that's a pretty awesome fight, I must say. And I only seen it in the anime. I haven't read that in the manga. And it was pretty awesome. I think so. His fight with Byakuya and remember how you say his name. I think I say it wrong. I'm sorry that I do, but I'm not very good with the pronunciation. Excuse me. Let's see. But yeah, that fight with Kenpachi was pretty awesome because it was like, there's no way that Ichigo gets through, beats him somehow. It was like a miracle. I'm trying to think of some of the Naruto fights that I liked, and the one that came to mind was when Naruto beat Pain, he didn't really literally beat Pain, but because Pain was pretty much just in that room controlling all those people or dolls or whatever they were, dead people, I guess. And but what ended up coming out of that was pretty awesome because Wait, did he even... Maybe I'm thinking... Maybe I'm just thinking about the whole Pain fight versus everybody in general. Because didn't Naruto just go and talk to him? Ah, damn, I'm kind of forgetting whatever. But whatever, what I'm remembering in my head is pretty awesome. Some of the other Naruto fights, of course, the first one with Kaku. What was his name? Ah, damn, I talked about it the other day. But you know, like the first big art fight battle with them, pretty awesome. And I don't know what else. Trying to think in some other ones outside the top big famous ones. In Fairy Tail, when Natsu fights against I guess the fight against Gajil was pretty awesome, but the one where he beats Jiral, and because there's so much on the line, you know, he's trying to save Urza and everything. So that was a really good fight, as well as the fight with him and Laxus was pretty awesome too. Some of the other stuff, I don't know, like I guess that fight he had against that fire dragon god, I can't think of his name right off the top of his head. It was pretty cool as well. What else? She had fought somebody pretty badass. I don't know. So yeah, that's about it that I can really think of off the top of my head. I think there's going to be one that might go on my list, and Rave Master, where I'm about to read, might be pretty epic, but I haven't got to it yet. I'm looking over here at some stuff, some of my mangas to get ideas. But yeah, I know that I've talked too long in this video. It's 7 minutes, and it's supposed to be top 5 fights, so I couldn't really give you that. And if I did give you 5, it would probably just be straight One Piece, just because I'm such a One Piece fanboy, and leave out some other stuff. But there's no way I would put the Aizen, like, not Luffy, but Ichigo Aizen fight up there. It should have been, but it wasn't in my book. It was nowhere near what it should have been. I guess, another good one I just thought about is, Yusuke versus what was his damn name? Togarishi, the big giant demon at the who was at the dark tournament. That was a pretty good fight. There's a lot of good fights in that tournament with other members too. Kumabara and whatever he says that name, and Yokorama. So I don't know, but there's too many. But the Luffy Usopp fight's one of the best in One Piece, just because of the whole. It was very emotional, stuff like that. And what else was there? Stuff. I don't know. That's it. I'm sorry, guys. Let me know if any of those fights stand out in your mind, or if I messed up on some of the telling of it. There's just too many. Like, we can't be it's hard to do these top 10, 5 lists and shit. Maybe that's why Boss Dragon hasn't done his yet, because he's over there, he's like pulling his hair. I was like, I don't know what to say. But yeah. I might do One Piece on the Blimp TV channel. I'll do sometime. So if you're a subscriber to me, you'll see that eventually. But yeah, that's it. Sorry guys, I got way out of control with this video and just rambled on about stupid shit. But watch everybody else's video, let me know what you thought, and feel free to tell me your top 5, I guess. Unless you remember, and then you're kind of pointless because you'll make a video. Okay. Sorry guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.